And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Cameron Woolley Show. Across from me is Ming Chen.
What's up, everybody?
And I'm Cameron Woolley. So, 'tis the season. Today is December 22nd, 2021. A mere 3 days before Christmas. So.
I haven't started buying anything. I have nothing for you yet. It's going to be late if I come up with something clever. I think I gave you stickers last year.
Yeah, you gave me stickers last year, which I gave to a bunch of people at school.
Good.
This
so
year
you put it on your car, right? Put one in the car?
Yeah, I've had one on my car for like the last year.
Nice. Okay.
Like ever since I've gotten a car,
Cool.
I've had the Cameron Woolley Show sticker on,
right.
like right next to my license plate.
I'll think of something just as good, if not better.
Ooh.
It's going to be late, though, because we got 3 days. Yeah. I was like, I got plenty of time, and then it's like December 22nd.
Plenty of time. That's hold up. I don't have any time. My Christmas break started Friday afternoon.
Oh, man.
Dude,
Great. What have you been doing? You got freedom.
Absolutely nothing.
Perfect.
Absolutely nothing. I'm just sitting down at my computer. My sleep schedule's ruined. Stay up until like 2 a.m. with my friends playing like random video games, like Roblox, like playing Roblox with like all of my friends until like Roblox. 2 a.m.
Okay, you're okay. Awesome.
Random, of course, playing the usuals, D2.
Yes.
The Mario Superstar Baseball, just that random stuff.
What's the one where you hit the soccer ball with the cars?
Rocket League. I have not played.
Do you play Rocket League?
I don't play it regularly
Okay, no Rocket
anymore.
League. Okay, fair enough.
I played it like when it first came out, and I remember it being really fun.
I played it on the Switch, and now I see you can play it on mobile devices now. So that opened up a whole world.
Rocket League's on mobile.
It's
now?
on mobile now.
Oh dear God.
Yeah.
I mean, I still have an iPhone 7, so this thing is garbage for gaming.
You may or may not get the desired frame rates on that iPhone 7. But
I don't play video games on mobile.
It's not, it makes no sense.
Literally, the only video games I've like played on mobile are the Five Nights at Freddy's games.
Okay.
Like that's it.
Fair enough. Wow. Well, yeah. What are you doing with yourself? Because we're one sport down.
And once the hockey, honestly, every single time in mid to late December, I get apathetic about the Devils because they suck.
Yes.
And I'm sitting there and I'm like I forget to turn on the games, and there comes a point where I don't even watch the games because I know.
And then you get to a point where you check the scores, like, oh wait, the Devils played last night. What happened? Oh, they lost. Oh, okay.
No, I see it on Twitter.
Yeah. But I get most people are like, oh man, this sucks. In this case, for us, as Devils fans,
dude,
not
I'm
a bad
fine
thing.
with it.
Not a bad thing. Team's all banged up. Guys falling left and right.
Everybody's getting COVID. I don't know
or the flu.
This damn.
Or something. And
there's
then
a new variant.
Yes.
There's always a new variant with COVID.
It's bad. It's bad. If you believe the numbers,
people like crazy.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting infected.
Yeah. And not only has it hit the Devils' main roster, but
it has hit every team in the league. My God,
every team in the league.
So many teams and
I believe the Devils tried to call up a couple guys from Utica, but then they couldn't because they were sick. Well, wait, one was sick, one got exposed. So that's
of course.
Yeah. So I think they only dressed 11 forwards the other night. Yeah, it's bad. You can't. They hit a point where they couldn't field a reasonably competitive team. Although you could argue that even full strength.
Even at full strength, the team still
it's even worse then.
Played badly.
It's even
at full strength, they still put Mason Geertsen at right wing. So
yeah. So and then
although what he did say to Tyler Bertuzzi, where he said get vaccinated, after he got into a little scrap with him, that was so funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that made people kind of like
awesome.
Mason Geertsen.
Yeah.
Because even though he sucks, objectively he just sucks.
But
that was funny.
Yeah. It's all right. It's playing with all fire. Now, if you could put that on the ice, if you could play as well as he trash talked, we might have something there.
Yeah, that was legendary.
Yeah. Then I think it was probably Saturday, Sunday where I saw the news where they were going to let Canadian players come and play American teams. Like, okay, then
they weren't going to let America. They don't. Canada isn't letting Americans go up to Canada.
Okay, and yeah, at that point, and I know they kind of did it last year, but at that point, it's like, all right, why bother? And so, they shut everything down yesterday, and until Sunday. But you know how that goes. Temporary. It's probably going to get worse. It may get pushed back even farther. Yeah.
Honestly,
but
I'll just be able to parrot Jesper Bratt's point pace.
Okay. Yes.
I'll just be able to Jesper Bratt was on pace for 70-something points.
Right.
I'll just say Jesper Bratt would have scored 70-something points in a full season.
Right. Yeah. So I don't. You can't put sports over public health, safety, and death, obviously. But two, this gives time for the Devils to recover. And field somewhat of a full strength team.
Did the Devils even have full strength? Did the coaching's garbage? The power play's garbage.
This may have saved some jobs temporarily.
The execution is garbage.
Right.
The puck handling is garbage.
Right.
A lot of things on this team are garbage.
Defense is garbage. The power play is garbage.
At least you're going to get Ryan Graves back. That's going to be big.
Yes. But, yeah, hopefully everyone gets healed up. Best case scenario, things resume on Sunday. I don't know, man. I don't know. They can't predict if this could get better in 5 days. So
we don't know.
It's probably bad. Now, on top of this, the NHL and the Players Union has voted to not participate
in the Olympics. That was, oh my God, that is what kind of bummed me out, because I was looking, we were looking forward to talking about the NHL players in the Olympics.
Yep. Best of the best.
And the Devils would have gotten representation.
They would have.
The Devils would have had so many people on different teams. Nico Hischier and Jonas Siegenthaler would have been on Switzerland.
Yep.
Jesper Bratt would have been on Sweden. Dougie Hamilton would have been on Canada. And Jack Hughes might have played for the USA. So, and that would have been really, really cool, because Devils players typically play well when they play on
international play.
When they play for the US.
Yeah.
They typically show up. I'm looking at you, Zach Parise, scoring with 24 seconds left to tie the gold medal game, and then subsequently losing the game in overtime. Do not get me started on that game.
I will not get you started on that game, but yes.
As far as I'm concerned, these Olympics don't count, even if the U.S. does win, which, barring Russia's going to win it again, because Russia doesn't care. They'll send all their... They send their pros up there. We're going to see Ilya Kovalchuk. We're going to see...
Is he playing?
We're going to see... is he playing? I don't know if he's playing, but we're going to see Pavel Datsyuk. We're going to see players from the KHL go up, because Russia doesn't care.
No.
Those guys are government employees anyways.
They're
either those KHL teams are either run by the government or they're run by the Russian mafia.
Yeah.
So
I gotta love that country.
Russia.
Play or you die. So if he dies, he dies.
Yeah, if you play in the KHL, you're close to being a government agent.
You're an agent. Yeah, you're the agent of the government and the propaganda machine.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it. I'm calling it out right now. Yes. Yeah. But again, in the interest of public safety, the health of the players, I guess they got to fill those 2 weeks then with makeup games from this week.
Yeah, makeup games. Yeah, it lines up well.
Yeah. Dude,
but the Olympics would have been so cool.
It would have been.
I remember when I was 10 years old, seeing the Olympics. It was so fun.
Yeah.
Until we lost to Canada again.
All right.
And then we lost to Finland in the bronze game. But I didn't care at that point.
Well, yeah, at that point, yeah.
I like the World Juniors, though. The World Juniors. I love the World Juniors. I've always loved the World Juniors.
Yeah.
Oh, God, when the U.S. won gold this year, oh, it's so fun.
Yeah.
It's always fun when the U.S. beats Canada. So I'm just wondering what's gonna happen. I don't know, I haven't been keeping as much tabs as I should have, because, again, my brain's been shut off since Thursday.
As it should be, my friend. It's been a long year. You deserve a break. Gives a break.
This is the first time I've turned my brain on in days. So
wow,
like I'm
Cameron Woolley show. Boop.
Yeah,
Turn the brain on.
Yeah. Podcast brain. There's a switch.
Turn the brain on.
There's a switch. I've spent this week watching YouTube, playing video games, and watching Markiplier play the new Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah. Because I'm too much of a pussy to play it myself. We'll say that Security Breach is a good-looking game. It's different than all the other FNAF games.
Yeah. And I haven't read, once they do come back on, is that everybody is Canada going to let anyone come back in? Probably not.
Dude, Canada's stringent about that stuff.
As they should be. As they should be.
Yeah, Canada.
No need to rush back, but it was all going so well, though.
Yeah, everything in sports is going well.
It was going so well.
Last week, every athlete started testing positive, and it was, I don't know, and it's so strange because a bunch of these guys are vaccinated. It's not like half of all athletes are unvaccinated. Like everybody wants to blame this on the unvaccinated. Meanwhile, what's 95% of the league vaccinated? It's, again, I support the vaccine. I've gotten the vaccine.
Yep, so do I.
Both of us have gotten the vaccine.
Yep,
We have
boosted,
we've been jabbed. I don't know. I might get boosted soon. I don't know if I'm eligible to get boosted because I'm a kid.
Right.
But I don't know. It's just that the blame going toward the unvaccinated is just strange.
Everyone's getting sick. So, wait, let's see.
Okay, so we had a loss against the Penguins postponed.
4, 5. So, they've lost 6 in a row, my friend.
Oh, my God. This is 2 weeks since the last time the Devils won a game.
6 in a row.
I don't want
to... they've only won once this month. That's bad. This is bad. God. It's bad. It's just bad.
Tell you, that Ken Danico interview might have cursed this team. I'm telling you.
Is that what you're blaming it on? What day was that?
That was November 4th at Mission 130.
Okay.
Interview Ken Danico, which again, like, I'd trade this team. Like, this team playing badly, I mean, it's worth it because I got the interview.
You did. Good interview.
The interview's great, dude.
Yeah, however, they've only won once this month.
Oh, my God.
Looking at the schedule, they may have pulled out one more win.
Montreal, dude,
maybe.
They wouldn't have beaten Montreal. It would be.
So?
I don't think so. Again, this week might be the thing that the team needs to kind of regroup, kind of resettle. But they're going to St. Louis at the earliest.
Right.
And the Devils don't play well there.
No. Buffalo, then Edmonton. So you brought up a good point. Coaching.
Coaching, dude. This is coaching.
How much of a
I think Lindy Ruff stays until the end of the year. When they hired him, we knew he wasn't going to be the long-term solution. No NHL coach really is a long-term solution. Like, what's a long-term? Like, the most long-term that you're going to get out of an NHL coach is like 7 years.
That's pretty good.
Like, NHL coaches have a really short shelf life.
Sure. They typically have pretty short leashes. You don't start winning, then it's not However, things are not going well though.
It's not gonna change. Like what? Like I could call for change all I want. I think change should happen, but it's not. That's the bottom line. It's what's gonna happen.
Okay.
The complacency is there. They aren't super committed to winning. I mean, Tom Fitzgerald, I trust in him to build a competent team.
I'd argue the skill level is there, though, man.
Dude, the skill level, that's what bugs me. That's what bugs me about this staff is that the skill is mostly there.
Right.
Is this a team that can make a deep playoff run? Absolutely not. No.
No.
Well,
with a couple guys getting hot, but
okay.
Which is what you hope for.
Okay, if they went into the playoffs with, say, like Jack Hughes firing on all cylinders. And like, if they went into the playoffs with Jack Hughes, Dougie Hamilton, and Mackenzie Blackwood on fire, then they'd make a run. Honestly, that's
not
mostly
out of the question.
That's mostly what it takes for a playoff run to happen in hockey. You just need your goalie and a couple of players to be scorching hot.
Yeah, which not out of the question.
Like the Stanley Cup playoffs are a crapshoot. You want to talk about like the crapshoot of all crapshoots?
Sure.
The Stanley Cup playoffs, that is a crapshoot. Jordan Binnington was the best goalie on the planet.
Yes.
A couple of years ago, and now
it worked out.
He's just now
average.
He's just
below average.
When Jordan Binnington can stand on his head,
and he did,
and single-handedly lead his team, I think he should have won the Conn Smythe that year, but it went to Ryan O'Reilly. Stupid that went to him.
Right. It was pretty obvious, but yeah. But you gotta win games during the regular season too.
Yeah, you gotta win games during the regular season. The regular season
not happening for New Jersey.
This team isn't making the playoffs, and I've accepted that.
Right.
Just with the hot start, expectations got higher because we saw results.
Right.
But we were seeing hold up, this could happen. Now they hold the rights to, I believe, the 7th overall pick in the NHL draft.
5, 6, 7. That's correct. And
they have the 7th best odds to win the draft lottery, but honestly, with all the centers they have, Shane Wright wouldn't help them that much.
Yeah.
And you don't want to play a young player out of position. I do not want the Devils to draft Shane Wright, put him at wing, and then screw him up.
No, you know that never
No. They already screwed up Zacha's development by trying to force him at center.
Right.
And everybody still thinks Zacha is a center. No, the guy wasn't drafted as a center. He was drafted as a winger. And then sure enough, the moment they put him at wing full time, oh my God, he started producing. It's just that it was it was just way too late for him to really grow. He doesn't have much more room to grow. He's just gonna be this.
Yeah.
For the rest of his career. Which Zacha, fine player, 7th overall pick, hell no.
Yeah. I was hoping for a close to 500 record, but it's starting to slip away, man.
The hell do I care? I mean, we care a lot. But
we do care a lot, but no, I hear you. Now 10, 15, and 5. It's starting to slip away.
It's bad. This team's bad. Like they always are. They're just bad.
It shouldn't be bad though. That's what's killing me.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah, I get what you mean. It's different. There's talent there. They have a defensive staff that you can look at and think, okay, that's playable.
Yeah, it's talent. It's young talent.
Again, talent's young.
Talent.
Like Dawson Mercer, he's come up.
Yes.
The Devils, Jack Hughes, Nico Hischier, and Dawson Mercer are like a top young center trio in the league.
Yeah.
You give it a couple of years, if the trajectory of Jack Hughes and Dawson Mercer is accurate, Jack Hughes is going to be a superstar putting up 80 points a year. And Dawson Mercer is going to be a really, really good number 2 or number 3 center putting up 60 points a year.
Yeah.
Nico Hischier kind of starting to get a little worried, is this it? And of course, Nico Hischier, number 1 overall pick, especially when Elias Pettersson was taking a few picks after him. But again, hindsight's 2020. At the time, if the Devils took Pettersson 1st overall, we'd be livid.
Yeah.
It was our Nico Hischier or Nolan Patrick, and they made the better choice of the two.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Well, I guess we don't have to worry about it for a week.
Yeah, don't have to worry about it for a week. All of life's problems, you push it back until you have to deal with it later.
I'm afraid it may go 2 weeks. Who knows? I think they just picked this date arbitrarily. And yeah, I'm hoping it doesn't go any longer than that.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here because again, the Devils we're playing the long game. Playing the long game with this team.
How long? How long?
Yeah, again, we've been playing the long game for years, and I'm sick of playing the long game.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's the bottom line. We're playing the long game. There's prospects. This is what? Okay, this is rebuild number 3.
Sure. Okay.
And I'm going to take this time on the pause to kind of look at the big picture.
Okay.
We're on rebuild number 3.
Yes.
Rebuilds 1 and 2, did you remember us having any prospects? Any good prospects where you're sitting there oh, that guy's going to be a stud? Who? John Quenville?
No.
Who? Stefan Matteau? What, like Stefan Matthias Tedenby?
No, where's Adam Larson now?
And Adam Larson. Adam Larson's on Seattle. No, he's playing well.
He's doing all right. Okay.
Adam Larson was okay. I don't count Adam Larson as part of the rebuild.
No, that became a little before.
Okay, rebuild number 1 was 2013 to 2016.
Okay.
Rebuild number 2 was 2016
to
2018,
yeah.
or 2016 to 2019.
Yeah,
and rebuild number 3 is 2019 to now.
Sure.
So rebuilds 1 and 2. Did you remember there being any really good prospects that you were super excited about?
No, I can't even pull out any other names.
Michael McLeod was a first-round pick.
Okay. Well, clearly.
Okay, this is the first time that they've had prospects.
Sure.
Can we agree that this is the first time that they've had prospects?
Decent, like, prospects they're excited about. Yes.
No, not just good.
Just prospects.
A good pool.
Okay.
Just prospects.
Yes.
Good prospects that you're confident will somewhat make an impact at the NHL level. Can we agree on that?
We can agree on that, yes.
Okay, good.
Okay. Well, let's hope.
Okay, again, long game. Luke Hughes still has yet to go.
Sure,
Luke Hughes is going to be either Damon Severson's or Dougie Hamilton's defensive partner in...
Yeah.
Well, in the long term, he's going to be... In the long term, when Graves walks, he's going to be Hamilton's
he'll be
partner.
Right up there, yeah.
Like when Hughes develops, hopefully...
Soon.
Into a number 1 left-handed shot defenseman in 3 years. But
that's why they drafted him.
If he becomes what he is drafted to be, he will become Dougie Hamilton's defensive partner.
Yes.
Great. Alex Holtz, tearing it up in Utica.
Yes, absolutely. Looking good.
Okay. Came up for a bit. No, didn't really have a lot of room to grow because, again, everyone was clamoring for him to come up. And I said, wait until Jack Hughes comes back. Sure enough, they brought him up before Jack Hughes came back, and he didn't play very well.
Right. Then he sent him back.
And they sent him back, and... Honestly, the perfect time to bring him up would have been when Hughes came back. Yeah. So they would have stuck him on Hughes' wing. I want to see a line with Hughes and Holtz on it. Dude, okay. Okay, like Hughes, Holtz, Tatar.
Right.
Done. Right there.
I would, at this point, why not do that?
Yeah.
Why not do it?
You don't have to break up Bratt, Mercer, and Janssen.
Right. Why would you?
And you could stick Zaka and whoever else on that line. I don't know, like Sharon Govich or whatever.
Yeah.
And again, there's going to be forwards that are coming up. Guy in the KHL, Arseny Gritsyuk, he's playing really well. But again, we know KHL, Russia, we don't know how that's going to go. Next thing you know, that he's on the phone with Tom Fitzgerald and then the friggin' Vladimir the Dangerous goes, you do not go to America.
Right. It's like, sorry, I can't go.
And I'm sorry.
Vladimir the Dangerous. Yeah.
I came up with a Russian mobster name on the spot.
Vladimir the Dangerous. Okay. Sounds somewhat intimidating.
Vladimir the Dangerous,
sounds intimidating.
Vladimir the Dangerous. You could just make that Vladimir Putin's nickname or something.
Sure.
I don't know.
All right, not the same ring as Vlad the Impaler, but
not the Vlad the Impaler. I would have said Vlad the Impaler,
that's
but
taken already.
It's taken.
That's taken already. Yeah. Hoping that rebuild number 3 pans out.
Yes, rebuild. We don't know if it's gonna pan out yet. But there's the best looking rebuild of all of them.
And that everything doesn't get blown up and we head into rebuild number 4 in 2023.
They shouldn't blow it up. This is one of the few seasons where the Devils are bad, where I'm like, trade nobody.
Right. Stay the course.
Stay the course. Okay. There's guys here. Sure, maybe Tomas Tatar. You could dangle him around. Ryan Graves, you could dangle him around.
Sure.
But I don't know. I guess next year should be the years to trade. Or actually this year with a year of control left, Graves and Tatar would have...
value.
Would have more value.
Yes.
I don't know. Do we view Andreas Janssen as a part of this team long term? I mean, he's only 26, I think.
Yeah.
The old guys. The only guy who I've mentioned that could be dangled around as trade bait that's really old is Tatar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, we forget that Graves and Janssen are still in their mid-20s.
Yeah, totally. And yeah, these guys are young enough that you have little patience. Not much, but a little bit more patience.
Yeah. No, I have way more patience about these guys than the others.
Okay. Well, we'll see. Hopefully next Monday.
Maybe next Monday. I don't know.
Hopefully next Monday. But geez, St. Louis, man, they're playing pretty well.
I hate playing the Blues. I hate playing them. Although one of the best memories I ever had watching the Devils was, it was a night there was a snowstorm.
Okay.
It was in 2014. It was like January 2014. There was a massive snowstorm.
Yeah.
And I got off school the day after. Like, I already knew I was going to be off school the day after, so I'm like, great.
Cool. Snow day.
Devils were playing the Blues that night, and 9-year-old Cameron was tuned in.
Yes.
And the Devils, like, killed him, like, 7-1. And no, these weren't, like, the Taylor Hall Devils. These weren't, like, the Ilya Kovalchuk Devils. These were the Adam Henrique, Michael Ryder, Ryan Clough, Eric Jelena Devils.
Like Jelena. These are some names I haven't heard in a while.
Say what you will, but Eric Jelena was good. Also, can't forget Jaromir Jagr. That was when Jagr was on the Devils for that little bit of time. Dude, he was good.
41, 42.
Dude, Jagr, he was still good on that team.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think he scored like his 700th
something
goal
like that, yeah.
on like my birthday or something. Like at my birthday party, I think I found out that Jagr scored his 700th or something.
I'm looking it up. 6-1 win, 2014. When is your birthday?
It was March 5th, but I think it was my birthday party.
Okay. March 1st, 2014. I believe was the day that it happened. So
yeah, against the New York Islanders.
Yes, they won 6-1.
Yeah. That was on the day of my birthday party.
Oh, where they wear the Christmas jerseys?
No, they not wear the. That was in New York. That game was in Long Island.
Okay, cool. Good memory. Good memory.
Yeah, it was at Yesterkids in Red Bank.
Oh, that was your birthday party?
Yeah, dude, I had my birthday party there for like a couple of years.
That's a great place to have. I love that place, man.
Oh, dude, my school has things there for like the students.
Oh, cool, yeah.
Or I don't know, like they used to, but
great place.
Like it was really funny.
Great place. Whenever in Red Bank, go to Yesterkids. Play by the hour, play all day. Ken Collada, if you're listening to this, you should sponsor the show.
Yeah, sponsor the show.
Operator for Yesterkids.
I've
good friends with them.
I've loved Yesterkids for years. I remember way back when it opened.
Yeah. It's a while. Jeez.
2011.
2011. So, 10-year anniversary.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's been that long.
Yesterkids. 10 years.
Yeah.
Great place. Was this age when you started having the, oh, my God, I'm really that old moments?
16, 17? No.
Oh, my God. Well,
no. You're too let me think. No. However, it didn't seem like Yesterkids opened that long.
Dude, when the Pokemon Black and White remakes come out, that's when it's over for me. Like when the Pokemon Black and White remakes come out, I'm like, yep, that's it.
Yep.
That's it. I'm ancient.
That's it.
I'm ancient.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, good memory though. 700th goal, March 1st, 2014.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, hopefully we see. Hopefully they can beat the Blues like they did on that historic day when you were home for your snow day. It's not looking good though.
Yeah, not looking good at all.
Well, we'll hopefully. Shoot, man. I was supposed to go to a Blue Jackets game on the 30th.
Oh.
If it happens. So now, I'm going to be there I'm going there the day after Christmas for a few days.
Are you doing
my in-laws are out there. No, my in-laws are out there. Visiting family.
Are out there. Oh.
Yeah, I like Nationwide. I like watching the Blue Jackets. But
apparently it's a great experience. I like fan apps. Apparently, like the Prudential Center is near the bottom of fan experience.
I disagree, man.
Dude, the Rock. I mean, the Rock is
great.
the only NHL stadium I've been to.
Yeah.
But like, I
disagree. I think except for the lukewarm crowd, I think the crowd could be a little more.
Well, because the team sucks, and we're not gonna.
Yeah. And granted, I have not seen a game in Canada. You probably can't replicate that. I'm sure it's nuts there.
Going to a Leafs
Scotiabank,
game.
yeah, the Leafs were. All those are. I'm sure it's nuts up there. I feel the crowd at Prudential Center on most given nights is pretty lukewarm.
Yeah, except on opening night. Like the opening night crowds
fun, yeah.
The opening night crowds are usually good.
Yeah.
Playoff game crowds are crazy.
They are.
At the Rock. Like when the Devils are good, the Rock is.
Yeah, I think
a
playoffs,
great place to
opening
go.
night, you have the fans who actually want to be there. They're excited. They're knowledgeable. They're enthusiastic. Every other game, maybe not. I find that's not the case, but.
It's business, like people who like bringing a client to a game.
Yeah.
Like some financial advisor.
Right. They're entertaining clients. Like, come on, let's get.
Like, first of all, why if you're trying to entertain your clients, why are you taking them to a Devils game? That's
still a major league sport.
That does not fall under the category of entertaining. This team does not, and I am not entertained.
Yes, you're right.
I am not entertained.
Are you not
by
entertained?
This. Yes, I am not entertained.
Gladiator.
Dude, Gladiator, great movie.
Great movie. Watch on Netflix.
I still think Tom Hanks should have beaten Russell Crowe for Best Actor that year.
Which movie was that?
Castaway.
Oh. It's debatable.
Dude, Tom Hanks.
No, he did act by.
Tom Hanks.
His co-star was a volleyball. That's true.
Yes. Tom Hanks
and
literally
made Phoenix,
Tom Hanks made people cry over him losing a volleyball, dude.
That's acting.
You're telling me that didn't deserve to win Best Actor over Russell Crowe? Honestly, the best part.
Now that you put it that way, yes.
Best part of Gladiator was Joaquin Phoenix. Like that was the best part of Gladiator.
He was a good villain.
Granted, Russell Crowe in Gladiator was great.
He was a good villain.
All I remember about Russell Crowe now is the episode of South Park where they make fun of him by the Russell Crowe fighting around the world. You know that.
Yes. He did hit a dude in the head with a telephone, but yes. Yeah.
Come on, Tiger. All right.
He's got a temper.
Yeah. All right. Oh, speaking of temper, the Giants. Oh God.
Well. All right, so
I'm not going to talk about the game at hand because I am going to repeat things that I have stated at so many points. I did not watch this game.
You predicted they were going to lose, and you know why? You knew it was going to be a train wreck.
It was going to be a blowout, and credit to the defense.
Only keeping the Cowboys at 21 points?
They did a good job. As of most games this year, the defense has done a fine job.
Sure. It's the offense. And, I mean, poor Mike Glennon. Come on.
Dude, what the... Poor Mike Glennon. Poor Mike Glennon. Poor us for having to watch Mike Glennon.
What is he supposed to do? He can't replace Daniel Jones.
The backup is supposed to be serviceable.
All right. And
Jake Fromm had almost as many yards in one drive.
You're right.
As Mike Glennon had for the entire game.
All right, so yeah, okay. I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm sorry. I'm like, that's not much. Yeah, it was pretty predictable.
It was pretty. I didn't. I went in just
13 for 24, 99 yards, couldn't hit 100. Three picks.
I don't care. Yeah. I'm again I'm not gonna waste my time breaking down Giants games anymore.
When's Daniel Jones coming back? Is there any prognosis?
Next year.
Next year? He's out for the year.
Yeah, he's out for the year. So that's going away. Again, what the hell am I going to say about Giants games that it's a broken record? I'd frankly be wasting time.
Right.
I'd say, yeah, the offense looked awful. They didn't utilize Kenny Golladay. Saquon Barkley is a tragedy. The offensive line looked awful except for Andrew Thomas. blah, 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 something, something, Evan Engram, something, something, Mike Glennon, something, something, Fire Gettleman, something, something, Jake Fromm, something, something.
Saquon, 15 carries, 50 yards, 1 fumble.
My God, do it again. What the hell are we going to say? What the hell are we going to say? The stats look identical every game. The receivers don't put up numbers.
Right.
It's a waste of time. It is a waste of time to cover this team. At least from a game level. Covering this team in general is worth everything because, oh my God, some stuff has come out recently that has instilled the opposite of confidence that I have in this organization. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, first of all, Sunday was Fan Appreciation Day at Metlife Stadium from the New York Giants.
Okay, meaning...
Now, do you know how pathetic this organization has become?
Tell me.
For all season ticket holders, they gave 1 medium Pepsi per account. So if it was a party of 4 people, they only got 1 medium Pepsi. Pepsi.
Like a cup of Pepsi?
Yes, a medium Pepsi.
That was it?
Yeah, like 1 free medium Pepsi.
No T-shirt, no swag?
No T-shirt, nothing.
No, I don't know, a hat?
Nothing, dude, not even a beer. Okay, you know what? When most adults go to football games, they don't go, oh boy, I'm going to drink a soda. Sure, if you're a recovering alcoholic, which God bless you, yeah, you get a soda.
Sure.
But everybody else is like, I'm going to go grab a beer.
Yes.
They're still spending $15 on that beer.
Right.
Which sucks anyways.
So that was it? They gave him a Pepsi?
That was it. Free soda. Free medium Pepsi. Now, this was all over the place. I was getting ripped on for it. It was just so tone deaf.
The Giants' terrible Fan Appreciation Day turned out even more terrible than expected. This is from brobible.com. How so, guys? Yes, the big Fan Appreciation giveaway was going to be a medium Pepsi.
And Metlife Stadium was
not a large Pepsi, a medium Pepsi.
Not even a Coke.
Right.
Which, if you're at the Coke's better than Pepsi. I'm sorry.
Season tickets cost anywhere from $1,000 to $20,000. So,
okay.
Look at this. Yeah, can't wait to buy this Giants jersey. Absolutely my favorite new player. Medium soda, 00. That's pretty funny. Wow. But somehow it got worse. Turns out that the giveaway of a free medium Pepsi wasn't for every fan attendance. It's for every season ticket holder account, not per seat. Oh my God. Just give everyone the sugar water, the bubbly sugar water. Just give them. Oh my God.
Okay, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna say something right now. Their money, our money, and our patience, and quite frankly, our suffering is worth way more than a medium soda.
Yes.
We have been patient, and the season ticket holders, one of the dumbest financial moves like any person could make is wasting $10,000 a year for the privilege to watch one of the biggest jokes in American sports.
Right. Medium. Who came up with this promotion?
Some idiot. Some idiot. This is something that the Jets would do.
Yes.
The Jets would do this.
Yes. The team right below you in the power rankings, by the way. I checked them this morning.
Dude, it's just the timing is awful. If they were winning, I'd be like, okay, whatever. But the losing, and the long-term losing, might I add.
Right.
The losing over the last 10 years has bothered me so much. And it has bothered us so much. And the fact that these season ticket holders who have stuck with you through thick and thin, through all of this losing, through all of the clown show, through Jerry Reese, through Ben McAdoo, through Pat Shurmur, through Eli Manning getting benched, through Dave Gettleman's tenure. All of this, their pain and their loyalty is worth way more than a medium Pepsi.
Yes.
John Mara, if you are listening to this, and every Giants fan, let this be known. Our suffering is worth way more than a medium Pepsi.
I can't.
That is what ownership thinks of us. That is what John Mara thinks of us. That is what the front office thinks of us. That's what Mara's little cronies think of us. That is what the people up top think of us as peasants. That's what they think of us. They think that we're worth nothing more than a medium Pepsi. Not even served in a glass bottle, mind you.
No, it was in a cup.
Served in a paper cup with probably a paper straw.
Oh, the worst. The worst. Yeah. I can't.
I drank out of a paper straw very recently. Monday night, went to the movies, saw Spider-Man, which was great, by the way. Oh my God. Oh my God, it was so great. Oh, dude, I'm not gonna say anything.
Thank you. I haven't seen it yet, but
you've been keeping off the spoilers?
Yes. So I gotta go either tonight or tomorrow.
All I will say is that in regards to Spider-Man,
yes,
what everybody is saying about is true. It is awesome. It's okay. Up there with. I put it up there with Winter Soldier. Okay. I put it up there. It belongs in the S tier of Marvel movies. It belongs up there with Infinity War. It belongs up there with Endgame. It belongs up there with Winter Soldier, Civil War.
All the good ones.
It belongs up there.
All the greats.
Yes, it belongs up there with all those movies. Like if you are and like maybe you put Black Panther up in that tier as well, but
it's better than a medium Pepsi.
Yes, better than a medium Pepsi. I got a large High C orange at the movies.
That's great.
The first time I've been to the movies in like 2 years. It's awesome.
Yeah. Pairs very well with the giant bucket of popcorn. I love it.
Oh, dude, the bucket. Oh, dude, I loved putting that oil butter.
The butter.
Yeah, the butter on the popcorn. Just put it on. Dude, my hands are all greasy. I'm like, oh, this is awesome.
Salt popcorn. It's the best, man. All right.
Just shredding through it by the end of previews.
Yeah. It's like, oh wait, I need some more for the rest of the movie.
I don't, dude. When I see Marvel movies, no, I sit down in my seat. I don't move. I don't move.
Love it. 2 hours and 28 minutes, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God, it's so good.
All right, I can't wait. I did not hear about this fan appreciation promotion.
Dude.
I think they've got to do a lot more.
Oh my God, dude.
Like,
but it is worth.
Is there anything they could have done that would be like, okay, they care?
Okay, first of all, let's start with cleaning out the front office. That would show them that they'd care.
I love it. Fan appreciation day. We fired everybody.
Yes. The best thing they could have done was do a halftime ceremony where they brought out everybody in the front office. Right. And then John Mara pulls up like Vince McMahon, pulls up and just says, "You're fired." No, have them hung. Right there, have them all hung right there.
Hang them in effigy.
A public hanging at Metlife Stadium right there. That's what they could have done.
You know, that would send a message.
So they're it would send a message.
Like, whoa, they're really serious about this.
I condone killing people because they're incompetent? No, I don't condone killing people, but that would have been a way to show appreciation to a public hanging of all the people that have made the team terrible.
I almost guarantee you that they'd feel.
Although John Mara would have had to kill himself in that case.
Sure. Well. All right, public. A little extreme. Extreme.
What?
Firing? That I think that may be a little more acceptable.
Well, if you asked me that they would have, if I told me that they would have given out a medium soda for Fan Appreciation Day, I would have been like, they're not gonna do that.
All right, I was thinking more of like maybe some kind of giveaway that they should give everybody season tickets next year.
No, but they turn them down. They'd say,
you're right.
"No thanks, no thanks."
You're right. Okay.
I can spend my time better.
That would have been a great promotion if they just fired the front office.
That would have been great, dude. Firing everybody at the halftime firing ceremony.
Yes,
it would have been awesome.
Halftime firing ceremony.
No, and then take your sodas, which were meant for throwing.
Yes.
at them.
Yes.
If I was there, I would have taken my soda and thrown it onto the field.
Why didn't they should have just thrown the sodas on the field?
Dude, okay, one thing I will say about Eagles fans is that they have balls.
They didn't have enough.
Okay, if that were Eagles fans and the team was playing that badly for that many years, they would have taken their sodas and they would have thrown them on the field.
But there weren't enough sodas to go around, so it would have been like because there's one per account, not one per person. So
and the people who have the season tickets obviously love the team so much that they would kiss John Mara's ass. Like, they're the ones who have Stockholm Syndrome. Like, at
this point,
that's what Giants season ticket holders are. They have Stockholm Syndrome. That's what it is.
Right. Oh, my God. That's, And then insult to injury, the Giants get killed.
I wouldn't say killed. It was just boring.
All right, well,
it was just a boring game.
Right. I can't.
Nothing happened.
Right.
What the hell am I supposed to care?
Total offense 302 yards. Well, yeah. Anyways, I mean, are you gonna watch the rest of it? You watch any of this season?
If Jake Fromm starts against the Eagles, honestly, if the Giants sweep the Eagles, if the Giants win on Sunday at the Link against the Eagles and deal a significant blow to their playoff chances,
they're 7-7. That would be it, right?
If they deal, no, that wouldn't be it because the NFC is terrible. Okay. But if they beat the Eagles and played spoiler, if you will, and would have resulted in the Giants sweeping the Eagles for the first time since 2007, I would have been like, okay, the season was a success.
Right.
I would have called that a success if the Giants swept the Eagles.
Right.
Because it would have been hilarious. And also, we have Chicago's first, which, dude.
Again, Battle of the Titans,
dude,
man.
The stocks on that is going up so high. Oh, my God. If only they were to hire an outsider as a GM and actually change stuff instead of just letting Gettleman retire.
That's the Week 17 battle.
That is
at Soldier Field at 1 p.m.
Well, it's not even a tank bowl because the Giants own both picks.
Yeah. Good point. This is going to be a great game. This one you should watch. I think you should watch this one.
God, dude, if only the Lions finished them off on Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah. The freaking Lions won. They beat the Cardinals.
Dude, that was crazy.
Where did that come from?
That was crazy,
They're in a streak.
Oh, my God.
Right? They're in a winning streak.
No.
Did they lose?
No.
Oh, they're not in a streak.
I don't think.
Well, let's
hold up a second.
Let's roll this back.
Week 15.
Detroit. Beat the Cardinals.
Okay.
Week 14. Did I miss? Maybe I missed. I've been busy, so maybe I missed a week here somewhere. No, they got killed by the Broncos. All right, but then they won.
They won on week 13.
Okay. Sorry, I got excited.
Yeah.
Okay. No, are they on a winning streak? No. Yeah. Wow. Maybe something woke up and then they'll take these next couple weeks. Not that it. Well, wait. Why are they winning though?
I don't know, but dude, I don't know. It's just.
Why?
Giants own the rights to the 5th and 6th overall picks in the 2022 NFL Draft. Good GM makes franchise-altering picks right there. But the Giants are just going to hire some guy who is enough of a suck-up to everyone in that in that front office that it's just going to be it's going to be whatever.
Congrats to the Packers for clinching a playoff spot. No shock there. Look at this. Vikings, Eagles, Saints, Washington on the bubble, Falcons. Yeah, man. Yeah, NFC is crazy, man.
The NFC is
crazy. Oh, all right. No movement in baseball. Nothing happening. Did you hear anything?
The Yankees, actually, there's a bit of news in baseball. First time in a long time there's news in baseball.
Do tell.
I did want to talk about some more stuff with the Giants, but it's kind of whatever now. But the Yankees finalized their coaching staff. That they got Eric Chavez.
Picked up Eric Chavez?
He was in the minor leagues, and the Yankees' offense in the minor leagues exploded. And like the hitting coach or the hitting coaches on the Yankees were from the minor leagues,
right? Where
the Yankees again offense exploded.
Yeah, all right, that's a good thing. Oh, and the Mets picking up old Buck Showalter, like.
Sorry, dude.
I kind of joked around about it. I was like, why don't they pick up Shoulder? And they did.
Dude, so, like, people look at Buck Showalter. The old people love it.
He's somewhat no-nonsense coach.
The old guys love it.
Turn the Royals around for a little bit.
Dude, but, like, people act... Like, the big complaint that Yankee fans have about Aaron Boone is that he makes bad in-game decisions. And I will admit, he does make bad in-game decisions, but those in-game decisions are made in algorithm.
You're going to point over to the Zach Britton.
Or before that, yes, I am going to point.
Sitting on his ass on the pine.
And also, I'm going to point
Ubaldo Jimenez.
I'm going to point to Mariano Rivera sitting in the bullpen.
Yes.
In Game 5 of the 95 ALDS.
Yes.
Against the Seattle Mariners. I am definitely going to point at that.
That's yes.
Buck Showalter is
the late
not
game
the best
bullpen decisions not so great. Time and time
is
again.
Buck Showalter a good manager? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But Buck is going to have that team competitive. That team is going to be competitive.
Right.
Does he make boneheaded decisions?
Yes. Also, yes, we've seen these boneheaded decisions.
But he builds teams into winners.
He does.
Those teams, his teams win. And the Mets are set up really nicely
turns
to
mediocre teams into possible playoff teams. So he's done it a couple times.
He built the Orioles into a good team. Built the Yankees into a good team.
He did. Some would say that was it was the impossible, but he did it.
Well, he also lost like 100-something games in 2017.
He did.
So
he did. So, yeah. Eric Chavez, third.
I am loving what they did with the hitting coaches.
Yeah.
And Eric Chavez, forward-thinking guy.
Yes.
Loves the on-base percentage. Loves the WRC plus.
So, see you later, Marcus Timms and Phil Nevin.
Luis Rojas as the third base coach, which, yay, I guess. I don't know how much of an impact the third base coach is.
Right.
It's just as long as you don't make too many boneheaded decisions,
right,
you're good.
All right. Okay, so that's some news. Shoring up the coaching staff. All right. But yeah, other than that, yeah, nothing.
Yeah, just
it's getting. I don't know, man. We're getting into 2022. We're 2 months away from pitchers and catchers.
It's gonna be very, very. They're cutting it close.
I think they're gonna do that on purpose too. So, yeah. I hope we have baseball. We have baseball this year. They can't go on a prolonged work stoppage, right? After a pandemic.
I don't know, dude. The players' union and the owners hate each other.
Yes, they do. I can't not have baseball.
Dude, Like I said about the Yankees before, I just expect playoff failure anymore.
We got to play the games to get to the playoffs and then the playoff failure. So
Yeah.
I'd rather be able to watch the games. Christmas movies?
Yeah, I guess we can talk Christmas movies now. I guess we're talking for a while, our favorite Christmas movies.
Yes.
I love to talk about like our favorite Christmas movies. Christmas is in a few days, and we kind of like to dive into pop culture.
We do. We're festive. We're
we like movies.
I like the holidays. What's one that comes to mind?
Okay, so I tweeted something out about my top 10 Christmas movies.
Did you list them?
I remember I I quote tweeted a Barstool tweet where I tweeted out my top 10 Christmas movies ever because the Barstool list was so garbage.
Right.
Okay, so on that list I put, this was way back on November 30th. So.
Oh, okay. It's that far. Okay.
Also, did you see Jake Paul getting? Did you see Jake Paul?
He dropped that guy, man.
I did. Tyron Woodley.
I did see that. Yeah, I guess he's a contender. All right, November 30th. Let's see here. Here we go.
This was my prior list.
Okay.
Okay, I made some changes.
Okay.
Number 1 is still Die Hard.
Okay, I agree with that.
Die Hard is still number 1. Die Hard is it is a Christmas movie, and it is the 1000%. Best Christmas movie.
Yes.
Number 2, Christmas Vacation. I stick by that one.
Okay.
Number 3, Elf. I stick by that one. Number 4, Lethal Weapon. I'd like to switch Home Alone with Lethal Weapon, and I would like to bump up It's a Wonderful Life to 5. So,
okay. Valid. I think, Lethal Weapon, while it takes place during Christmas, it is a Christmas movie. I would move that farther down, yes. There are more Christmas-y movies than Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon is a Christmas movie.
Okay.
And it's a great movie.
Okay.
So I put number 7 is Home Alone 2. Okay, this is where my list gets crazy.
Okay.
I'd put Christmas Story at number 7.
Okay. Yeah, you had it down at number 9, man. Come on.
A Christmas Story is in number 7. I don't know. I guess it's been so overplayed in my life.
Sure. But number 8, Polar Express?
Dude, the Polar Express, dude.
Okay.
Dude, I grew up with that, man.
Right.
Dude, I forgot where I put my. Okay, I made an updated list of like my top 5 movies. I can't think of like 10 Christmas movies where I'm like, oh.
Yeah. They're 5. I think you pick 5 like must-watch Christmas movies.
5 must-watches.
Okay.
In terms of must-watch Christmas movies, like not in terms of the best, but like you have to watch them. You have to watch Die Hard.
Yes.
Have to watch Christmas Vacation.
Okay, the Griswolds, yes.
Have to watch Elf.
Okay, yes.
You have to watch It's a Wonderful Life.
Yes.
And I'd say you have to watch. You have to watch Home Alone. So it was my top 5.
It's a solid
basically.
top 5.
Like, I have to watch those movies.
That's solid. Did you say Christmas Story? Because that would be that one's
Christmas Story.
Definitely my top 5.
Okay, Christmas Story is great.
Yes, Christmas Story, Die Hard.
Die
Hard's definitely my number 1 as well. This is why we're friends.
Yeah, Die Hard is number 1, just bar none. Easily the best Christmas movie.
Yeah, I think Christmas, for me, it's number 2. That 24-hour marathon, that's all I roll in my house.
On Christmas Day, Christmas Story is... Yeah, the 24-hour marathon TV. Yes, it's the only time I watch
the Bumpus Dogs, the leg lamp, the fragile. Come on.
The Chinese food.
The Chinese food. Yes, the duck, cutting off the head of the duck. All awesome, all accurate. Yes.
the scene at the end where they're singing where it wouldn't have held up at all in 2021.
That's how my dad sings it, so it's not. So it's sort of racist, but not really. I'm Chinese, if you didn't know. Yeah, then the other three are all right. Those could be tough. It's a Wonderful Life. Yeah, that's classic. That'll be around forever.
Yeah, It's a Wonderful Life is a
Elf.
The Elf, Elf. Yeah, you got to put Elf.
Yeah, but geez, man, number 5 is tough. So Barstool has It's a Wonderful Life as number 1.
Okay, Barstool's list is god awful.
It's a crap list. Number 2, Home Alone. Number 3, Fred Claus. Which come on.
I've never seen that. I've never seen Fred Claus.
4, Christmas Vacation. Number 5, Elf. Number 6, Home Alone 3.
What is Home Alone 3? Okay, this guy put Home Alone. Barstool Sports
absolutely
put Home Alone 3 ahead of A Christmas Story,
right.
Home Alone 2,
right,
and Bad Santa. And I've never seen Bad Santa, but I've heard it's hilarious.
But, you know,
wasn't Bad Santa made by the people who did Jackass?
I don't believe so. No. But is that Billy Bob Thornton?
I know Bad Grandpa
Bad
the
Santa,
Jackass guys.
And then Christmas Story, Miracle on 34th Street.
I've never seen that one.
Freaking boring. It is not as exciting.
And Barstool Sports is typically dead on with their pop culture takes, but
I mean, yes, they're great with their pizza ratings. Not so much with their Christmas.
Dude, I saw you see the pizza clip where Dave Portnoy went to Nunzio's in West Long Branch.
Yes, and he went to I think Tommy's or TJ. I don't know, whatever the one is in Red Bank. That one's pretty good. The coal-fired pizza place.
I remember going there. I'm not a fan of thin crust.
Oh, really? Living here in Jersey?
Yeah, I live here in Jersey. I don't know. I was
thin crust.
I'll eat the thin crust, but I don't know. The thin crust typically has too much sauce on the pizza.
Oh, I love sauce. So that's
we forgot the nightmare. We forgot the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah,
we forgot the Nightmare Before Christmas. That's a good one. I personally
that's good. Yep.
And I am going to get a lot of shit for this, but
okay.
I always kind of thought that The Nightmare Before Christmas was kind of overrated. I'm going to be completely honest. There are people who put it on their the best Christmas movie ever.
Sure.
Listen to me, no, it's not.
Sure.
The Rudolph movie is also really good. The Rudolph, that kind of fills out my top 10. Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, and Gremlins.
And I've never seen Gremlins.
Man. Gremlins is awesome. Also a Christmas movie.
Trading Places is a Christmas movie?
Takes place during Christmas, yeah.
I only saw that once, but it was hilarious.
Batman Returns also takes place during Christmas. Charlie Brown Christmas.
Charlie Brown, it's another one.
Yes.
Okay, now I'm kind of realizing the second tier of really good Christmas movies.
Yeah.
The Star Wars Holiday Special. I did watch The Santa Claus recently.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Good movie. Tim Allen.
It's kind of funny. I mean, Tim Allen.
Yes, gets recruited to be the next Santa Claus. Yep. Jeez, man. They have Home Alone at 53. Get out of here, man. This list, this Rotten Tomatoes. Home Alone.
Scrooged is kind of funny.
Scrooge is funny.
I remember
Bill Murray.
Scrooged.
Good stuff. And then...
Love Actually. Oh my God.
Love Actually is a good.
Dude, don't get me started. Oh my God, my family loves
Love Actually.
For some reason, they can't get enough of it.
Right. Where's Jingle All the Way on this? Jingle All the Way is not on this list. The Arnold Schwarzenegger, Phil Hartman, Turbo Man.
Wait, Arnold Schwarzenegger did the Christmas
Yeah, it's called
movie?
Jingle All the Way.
Oh.
They
Arnold Schwarzenegger played Santa?
No, he's a neglectful father looking for a hot toy for his kid called the Turbo Man. I highly recommend it. I highly, it's a good movie.
A neglectful father, exactly like the Santa Claus.
Yes, exactly. Who becomes Santa Claus? How convenient. Yes.
Also, the original How the Grinch Stole Christmas was
the
original one, the original anime one, not the god awful Illumination one. The original How the Grinch Stole Christmas was really good.
But yeah, Muppet Christmas Carol good, but But yeah, Christmas Vacation.
Okay.
It's a Wonderful Life.
They didn't even put Die Hard on this list.
That's not a list then. Get out of here.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Absolutely it is.
It takes place during Christmas. Christmas is a part of the plot.
Yes.
It's the Nakatomi Christmas party. There's literally a part where Alan Rickman gets I have a machine gun. Ho ho ho.
What does it need to be spelled out for you? That's a Christmas. That's Christmas.
That's Christmas.
That's
right
Christmas.
There.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Every single time at Christmas Eve. That's my lead-off movie on Christmas Eve is Die Hard.
Yeah. That's why I wish they would roll for 24/7 on some channel, like on FX or something.
FX seems like TNT would be the kind of channel to do that.
Okay, yeah.
TNT occasionally has like Star Wars marathons.
Right.
Like sometimes I'll stumble across it.
Yeah.
And I'll see that Attack of the Clones.
Oh,
Revenge of the Sith and Rogue One and the original trilogy is
I'll
on
watch
after this.
I'll watch this.
I'll tune in
for the next 6 hours.
I'll turn it off after Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Although the biggest rabbit hole, that anybody could ever go down is watching you have not experienced the great wonders of life until you have sat through all 3 extended editions of the Lord of the Rings movies in a row.
that's 9 hours that you can dedicate. But
no, that's like 12.
12 hours. 12 hours.
I remember one day, my dad and I started at 8:30 in the morning, and by the time it ended, we were eating dinner.
Right. I gotta love it. Gotta love it. And I do.
Yeah, Die Hard. You can't get any better in a Christmas movie.
Yeah. Well, yes. I'll be kicking off my holiday with that as well, and then Christmas Day I'll be rolling Christmas Story 24/7.
Yeah, Christmas Story. I get sick of it by the end of the second viewing. Then I'm just like, okay, I've had enough.
Well, then you kind of leave the room and come back. It's like, oh yeah, there's the old fudge scene, or oh, he's beating up the bully.
There's his brother can't put his arms down.
Yeah.
He's got his tongue stuck on the...
Classic moments. That's why I love it so much.
The mall Santa.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, the drunk mall Santa. Gotta love it. Oh.
I want a Red Ryder BB gun. And how about
a
football? You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
Yeah. If I happen to catch It's a Wonderful Life, I don't even know when they air that anymore. I'll watch it.
It's always on NBC.
Yeah.
And It's a Wonderful Life. It's not one of my favorites to sit through, but it's a good enough movie to where I can just put it up in my top 5.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And then the Charlie Brown Christmas. I don't even know if they're airing that one anymore. I think I catch that on streaming or something. I don't know.
The Charlie Brown Christmas is really good.
Yeah.
Dude, Linus gives a better
speech.
He gives a better speech about he tells the story of Christmas better than most priests of the churches that I go to on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
That's honestly, that can make or break a Christmas Eve. How good the priest is at church.
Sure. Absolutely.
But whenever, I don't know if I'm gonna be going to church this year, but honestly, I know it kind of makes me a bad Catholic, but no, I'm not a big fan of church. Every single time I'm like, oh God, we gotta go to church.
I'll represent for you on Friday night. If you want to go, I'll be there. I'll be there on Friday night.
No, one, I don't know. I guess 1 out of every 4 Christmas Eves, church is awesome because the priest is good. Honestly, being a Christmas Eve priest as opposed to being a normal priest is different.
Right.
A normal priest, you got to be spiritual. You got to be you got to cover all the bases of being a priest. Christmas Eve, you just got to be a good storyteller and you just got to be funny.
Right. And then
because everybody knows if you're Catholic or if you fall under any of the religions under the big umbrella of Judeo-Christianity, you know the story of Christmas. You know the story of Jesus getting born.
Sure. The guy on your Christmas sweater.
Yes, the guy on my sweater. His birthday. The birthday cake here because it's Christmas. It's Jesus' birthday.
Yes.
Literally, everybody knows the story of how Jesus was born.
Yes.
The Virgin Mary gets the Immaculate Conception, impregnated by an angel, and then Jesus is born, Son of God.
Right. This is my Son of God.
No, the three wise men, the end, Mass is over, go home, get drunk, eat dinner.
Right. Keep it to 1 hour. We're good. Everyone's
Keep
good.
it to, no, you could tell it in half an hour. Just half an hour, in and out, in and out. Come on,
well,
people.
you gotta do you do the sacraments and the
Yeah.
Right.
You do the body of Christ.
Christ.
The body of Christ. Okay,
yes.
okay. Nobody brings this up, but that tastes really good. I've always loved the taste of.
I mean, it's pretty. I mean, it doesn't have much of a taste, but yeah, it's good.
I've always,
Like,
I don't know, when I was younger, I really liked the taste.
Yeah,
I remember one year.
If they put some Cheeto dust on it, yeah, man, it could be a snack.
Dust,
Yeah,
dip it in some hot sauce.
nacho cheese, yeah, man.
Dip it in some cheese, yeah.
Yeah, nacho cheese.
Some of those reformist churches, I'm pretty sure they do that.
Sure.
Like, the churches that are around now that are like super,
Yeah.
like that are super hip, like those, like progressive churches and whatnot.
Yeah,
they probably
which,
do
you know
that.
What, though? I don't think I've been to mass since COVID, so I don't know how they even do it anymore. They individually wrap it. I don't know. I haven't done it, so yeah. This will be interesting. I don't even. Jeez. Yeah, it just hit me. I haven't been there since COVID, so.
I haven't been there since I was 15.
Yeah.
I'm 17. I have not been to church in a
yeah, with good reason. You don't get
long
infected,
time.
so it's yeah. Huh.
I mean, I don't care if I have to go, I'll go, but I don't want to get COVID because that would screw up my entire break.
Where we're going? I'm gonna text my wife and I was like, "Hey, we going to mass or what?
We going to church?" It's
Let's see what she says.
I am not. I don't hold a lot of power in my family, so my opinion basically means nothing.
Right.
If I say I don't want to go to church, I mean, I could drive away anytime I want, but that would start a big fight, and I don't want to have a fight on Christmas Eve. But, I don't know. It just depends on whatever.
Yeah.
Depends on whatever. But, honestly, good. Again, the difference. But actually, I was going to tell a story about Body of Christ tasting really good. So, one year on Christmas Eve, I think I was 4 or 5. My great-grandmother brought, sheets of the Body of Christ to my grandparents' house for Christmas Eve.
Okay.
That was basically what I ate for dinner.
Wow.
Dude, so good.
Wow.
I used to, love the taste of it. I don't, love the taste of it as much anymore,
sure.
but I still like that. I still... going up there, I'm like, oh, Body of Christ, it tastes good.
Right, yeah.
And every single time it's a tradition.
Right.
With my dad and I, it's a tradition. My uncle and whatnot, we always do the Tebow before we get back into the into the back into our pew after that.
The Tebow.
That's on Christmas, on Easter. Every time I go to church, every single time you go up Body of Christ. I never had. By the way, if the church, if you're listening to this, log off now.
Sure.
But I've never had communion.
Oh.
So I technically can't get it, but they don't care, and I don't care.
I'll overlook that. You're not. I don't think that's a hell-worthy offense.
I don't.
Yeah.
What am I? I don't know.
No, you did the Tebow before you got back in the pew. That's good. All right, you're following the rules.
Yeah, I did the Tebow. I go back into the pew. I don't wear a hat.
Yeah. Respectful. Okay, it's good. It's good.
I respect it. I even tell my friends whenever at school recently we rented out a church space for presenting projects and whatnot. So I was there for the last few days of school before break when we were putting chairs back into the place of worship. I remember I told my friends, listen, dude, to take your hat off. Dude, just I don't care that there's nobody else in here, dude.
Yeah.
Just
be respectful.
Just take the hat off, man.
Yeah. Cool. They listened.
Dude,
yeah.
Trust me.
The fact that you went, I think that's all we should get credit for. That we even went.
No, even if you don't go to church, if you're good, you go to heaven. If you're bad, you go to hell.
Very simple.
Boom.
Very simple.
Very simple.
But I will kiss up by going to mass on Christmas. Wait, my wife says, yes, we were going to a mass. So, okay, we're going to a church service. So, all right, man. Cool. All right, we'll be. All right, well, brownie points.
I will know. I feel like it's gonna be a game time decision probably in my family whether if we're going to mass or not.
We'll say a prayer please, next year the Giants and the Devils, and the Orioles, and and maybe even the Yankees. You keep it competitive. Please give us something. Give me something, please.
Now, you know what?
Amen.
You know what? If I go to church, I'm gonna be in my little head, because I think God can hear our thoughts.
Oh,
right?
sure,
Yeah.
sure. We can ask for such.
Like
selfish...
when everybody else is saying the normal prayers, I'm gonna sit there praying
Yes.
God, please, it's been enough. Can you please make the Giants just not suck?
Right,
please.
and New Jersey and Baltimore.
dear Heavenly Father, can you please make the Giants and Devils not suck?
Yeah, it's very simple.
Next year.
Yes, that's all we ask. I'm
right. That's why I'm writing to Santa this year. I'm like, yo, dude. Also, let's talk about Santa deniers. Oh my God, Santa deniers. Oh, geez. Look, okay, okay. People go downstairs on Christmas morning. They look at the cookies. The night before, there weren't presents. Now there's presents.
Right.
They go look at the cookies. There was cookies there. There aren't cookies anymore.
Eaten, yes.
Yeah, they're milk. There's less milk there. Or drank all the milk.
Yeah, it's very simple.
How is that, dude? Dude, what? What? The parents are sleeping. What was it?
Yeah,
the parents
they ain't getting up to do all that.
Like what? Nah.
No way.
Nah, dude. Explain that one, Santa deniers.
Right.
Dude, the Santa deniers meme is one of my favorite things ever. It's something that I do. Like, it's the funniest thing ever. It's the best.
That being said, I think 2 years ago you got an N64.
2 years ago I got a Nintendo.
Right.
Yeah, I was sweet.
Last year
I got.
Did you get the TV?
No, the TV I got.
The year before that.
Way back.
Okay.
TV I got way back, but last year I got a Garrett Cole jersey.
All right. Okay. Cool.
I didn't go too crazy last year. This year, I know for a fact that I got a monitor because the monitor came early, but my mom told me that I can't do it for Christmas. And even though you've seen my monitor, it's ultra wide. Seems like a dream.
Yes.
But here's the thing.
Okay.
And here's a little announcement also.
Okay.
I am going to dive into game streaming.
Whoa. Okay.
I'm going to dive into streaming games. I play a lot of video games.
Might as well make content out of it.
I'm going to make content out of it. My friends and I've talked to my Destiny 2 clan about it. They've said, like, yeah.
Stay tuned, twitch.tv.
No, but I'm not going to, I don't even know if I want to stream on Twitch. I might just keep it on YouTube.
Oh, even better.
I've dabbled in game streaming before. The Nhl Players series was a nice little experiment for a bit. Like, I played Pokemon Emerald and I played Melee, but that didn't really stick around. I can stream when I'm with other people or I'm, like, playing a game that I know I'm, like, madly in love with.
Right.
And granted, yes, I love Pokemon Emerald so much. If you ask me my opinion, Gen 3 was the best Pokemon generation ever. Just throwing that out there. But I'm going to get into the game of streaming. I want to be able to pump out more content.
Love it.
No,
I'll tell everyone else to tune in.
I'll stream random games. I'll just do whatever, especially with Destiny 2's new expansion, The Witch Queen, coming out exactly 2 months from today.
Oh.
That's going to be a big deal.
February 22nd.
February 22nd, Destiny 2's The Witch Queen is going to come out, going to be a big deal. That expansion, that's going to break the planet right there. And little birdie tells me that the Minecraft Hockey League is coming back.
It's coming back, the MCHL.
Yeah, the MCHL is, I don't know, might be coming back. I don't know, probably not. But there are rumblings. There are rumblings, and I like being transparent.
Yeah. I love it. All right. Stay tuned.
I've done commentary work.
Stay tuned.
I've done commentary work for them over the years. In my opinion, I think it's some of my best work was doing play-by-play for them.
I've heard you called the Vince Scully of, or the Doc Emerson.
The Doc Emmerich.
Emmerich. Doc Emmerich, whatever, Emerson. The Doc Emmerich of the MCHL.
The Doc Emmerich of the MCHL. Hey, literally, I listen to so many esports commentators now. And I sit there and I'm like, they aren't good play-by-play commentators.
Yeah, I could do better than
this. Do you listen, if you ever watched, Evo or something, like the Super Smash Brothers Melee Championship.
Sure.
They are not good at commentating. Esports, it's becoming a more popular sport. They need to start doing stuff more uniform.
Yeah.
And I genuinely feel like I could do a better job than some of these guys.
I have no doubt.
Like, because
we're gonna see this
because Hungrybox's 2016 Evo Championship deserved a way better call than it got. My God.
Check it out on YouTube. And,
check it out on YouTube. Hey,
agree
soon,
or disagree.
No, next year I'm gonna start delving into streaming.
Right. YouTube.com/Cam Woolley Show.
Yes, so the same channel that this podcast airs on every week.
I love it.
I start posting clips to TikTok because that's how to get famous now.
Yes.
I gotta start posting more. I don't know. There was nothing really TikTok worthy from last week.
Right.
There's TikTok worthy stuff from this week that I can pick out and be like, oh
plenty of it, no doubt.
I know. Last week the clips were like too long.
Yeah.
Where I'd make my point in 5 minutes instead of like 2.
Yeah.
Which is something that I should work on in general, like getting to my point sooner. But we but we go on tangents.
Yeah.
We do tangents. We have conversations. I mean,
yeah.
God, I mean, that's this past half hour we've just been going on random. Because like this show is not usually scripted. Like when it's big episodes, I always script the Super Bowl special.
Sure.
I always go in. It's like, okay, we're gonna talk about this, and this. I can do it, and I should do that. But in times where like there's not a lot of stuff going around. I like to wing it, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
I like doing stuff.
For sure.
It's worked well. I've built a career that I'm very proud of. So,
as you should be proud. Right on.
All right.
Well, may the good Lord grant us our Christmas wish. Santa, may Santa, perhaps.
May Santa make the devils good.
Right, in his workshop.
Santa, please make the devils good.
Yeah.
Please.
It's very easy.
Please, Santa.
Please.
Yeah. Santa, all I want for Christmas is the Devils
and the Giants
to
I feel
stop
it's a very reasonable request.
It's a reasonable request, you know. And I'm not even going to make the rivals of those teams to not suck. The Cowboys can still be good. The Rangers can still be good.
Yeah.
All the other teams in their division can be good. I just want the Devils and the Giants to become watchable.
Yeah.
And yeah. A little bit of bad news on the Devils front. Jonathan Bernier is having season-ending surgery.
Okay.
When are we ever going to have a goaltending tandem, Ming? Is this ever going to happen?
No.
Are we ever going to have...
No. Who do we have in the chamber?
Akira Schmid. No, Nico Dawes. Just bring up Nico Dawes.
Might as well.
Akira Schmid should not be... Like, Schmid should not be the backup. It should be Dawes, because Dawes actually has... He's shown that he can perform in the NHL.
Wow, so that was the hip injury. Oh, man. All right, well... Yeah. Great.
Also, the MLB Hall of Fame ballots are going out. Apparently... Right now, with the votes that are in,
okay.
Apparently Barry Bonds is over the threshold.
Wow. Okay.
Dude, he should make it.
This could. Wow. This could
honestly, if David Ortiz gets in, and if A-Rod and Bonds and Manny stay out, then it's hypocritical.
Right.
Plain and simple.
Wow, this could be his year. All right. Wow.
The A-Rod should be in the Hall of Fame too. It's like, dude, he put up the great numbers. Everybody did steroids at the time. He was just the scapegoat of the biogenesis scandal.
Right. I want to hear his speech and how much he talks about himself, but let's
A-Rod's speech is going to be so self-relating.
It's going to be, yes.
Hey, say what you want. As much as the Yankees want to disconnect themselves from Alex Rodriguez, A-Rod still has pride in being a Yankee.
Sure.
And that means a lot. You know, just...
Definitely
to love people that clearly hate you and want to get rid of you, that is
definitely an Oreo killer, so yes.
But every good Yankee is an Oreo killer.
Good point. Even some of the bad ones, but
be reasonable.
Yeah. All right.
To Aaron Judge is an Oreo killer, that doesn't say
Aaron Judge is
anything.
an everybody killer.
Yeah, Aaron Judge is except for a Rays killer. Judge doesn't really play well against the Rays.
Yeah.
Although, however, Stanton is a Red Sox killer, though. I like Giancarlo Stanton against the Red Sox is a different breed.
Gotta love it.
He's a beast.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right. Anyways, you got anything else?
God.
That was good.
The Talking Yanks did a poll about like what would fans rather do, and the results of this poll made me so livid. I'm gonna look through. I'm looking over here. Just right here. Who would you rather the Yankees sign? It was a Twitter poll.
Okay.
From Talking Yanks.
Okay.
Would you rather sign Correa for 10 years at $340 million or Trevor Story for 7 years, $190 million?
Okay.
Still committing a lot of money to both players.
Yes.
It was 61 to 39 in favor of signing Trevor Story.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing. Now, some of the fans are acting all high and muddy like, oh, Trevor Story doesn't deserve to be a Yankee. Dude, he has more success than the Yankees have had in the last decade. So, you want to bring in people. They say, oh, this team needs winners. Like Uncle Joey from Schenectady is going to be all like, hey, the Yankees need guys who know how to win.
Oh.
They don't need losers like Joey Gallo and Giancarlo Stanton.
Right.
Meanwhile, Carlos Correa, known winner, comes along. It's like, hey, I don't want that cheating bastard. He wouldn't make a good Yankee.
Right.
Meanwhile, who cares about, you know what makes a good Yankee? Winning games.
Yes.
Being productive.
Yes.
That is what makes a good Yankee. Am I wrong? That's what makes a good ball player makes a good Yankee. I'm so sick and tired of, the good Yankee narrative. Like, who cares if they're a good Yankee or not? What qualifies as a good Yankee anymore?
Right.
The winning, they don't win as much, so you gotta cross winning off. Like, you talk about, I guess, handling the media. Although they say Giancarlo Stanton is not a good Yankee. And I don't think I've seen any player handle the media in my entire life. I don't think I've ever seen a player handle a hostile media environment better than Giancarlo Stanton has. I don't think I've seen any player across any... Okay, maybe Eli Manning. Okay, Eli Manning.
Yeah,
Eli Manning is the only guy I can think of who handled a hostile media and fan environment better than Giancarlo Stanton.
Yeah.
And Giancarlo handled himself perfectly, and he's won a great portion of the fan base over.
Well, he's a good player.
Dude, and
great player.
And he also has that clutch factor that all those people flaunt about.
Yes.
While talking about
clutch.
Players. What the hell even is clutch? There's no stat for it, so I don't. Actually, there is a stat.
Define it,
there is a stat for clutch. Actually, it's not reliable at all, but there is a stat for clutch.
Yeah.
Batting average of runners in scoring position is too inconsistent to track.
Yeah.
Well, it's too inconsistent.
Yeah.
Like, there are players who will hit 400 with runners in scoring position and then go back down to 250 the next year.
Right.
It's inconsistent. Some players just happen to hit better certain years with runners on, and it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Maybe on a year-by-year rating. Like the team's best hitter hits second. That's just how it works in the big leagues now.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Happy holidays, everybody.
Yeah,
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Oh, Jonathan Bernier. All right. Well, I mean, yeah. Well, it won't matter for the next 5 days. Hopefully not longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Hopefully we all have a good weekend.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a
Yeah.
be a hell of a weekend.
Yeah.
It's Christmas.
We'll hear all about it.
With me.
Well,
I have a big family, so
yes, you do. Yeah.
I am MIA for this entire weekend.
Okay. I'll be around.
Like, I just sit around and
That's hopefully I'll be able to do the same, my friend.
just yell.
Hopefully. But well, Merry Christmas, my friend.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Christmas to you guys.
Merry Christmas,
The
everybody.
viewers and listeners of the Cameron Woolley Show. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to all, and to all, a good night. From Ming Chen and the Shared Universe Podcast Studio, I'm Cameron Woolley. Don't forget to like, subscribe, buy some merch in the link below. Everything is in the link below, including my blog, social media. Go follow me there. And as always, stay classy, New Jersey.